WLNS is here for you with 6 News at 5:30.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Siobhan Klepper. Let's start the clock on our first 6 minutes of news. And we begin with a driver hospitalized tonight after slamming his car into an apartment building, putting a large hole in the wall and flipping the car upside down. Take a look at this. This happened on Tuesday morning in Ferndale. The part of the building where the car hit is a hallway and a staircase, and nobody inside the building was hurt. But still, it was a scary moment for people who live here.
It was very a loud explosion sound, and I heard screams from one of my neighbors screaming like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I was kind of afraid to look out the window because I knew something tragic had happened.
The driver is a 38-year-old man from Southfield. Police are still investigating what caused him to leave the road and crash into the apartments. Across Michigan, last night's snowstorm brought lots of slide-offs and traffic accidents, and in Granville, a fire truck was one of them. State police say a driver crashed their truck into a parked fire truck on I-96. Firefighters were helping another crashed driver at that time. The driver of the pickup truck had minor injuries, but was taken to a hospital. But in New York State, a firefighter was killed while helping put out a large building fire. 40-year-old John Gaudette was one of 3 firefighters who became trapped in that building on Wednesday, and he died when a wall collapsed on him. The other 2 firefighters survived and are hospitalized tonight. A statement from the city of Binghamton's fire chief says this is every department's worst nightmare, and that Gaudette was the kind of firefighter you could always count on. Back here in Michigan, law enforcement officials gave an update on a statewide program to crack down on illegal guns. The Michigan State Police, the State Department of Corrections, and the Saginaw City Police Department held a joint news conference today. It's called Operation Safe Neighborhoods, and officials say 800 guns have been taken from people who illegally possess them. Corewell Health in Grand Rapids will once again let minors who want gender-affirming care start new hormone therapy treatment. The hospital system announced it was stopping the treatments after President Donald Trump signed one of several executive orders last month targeting the rights of transgender people. On Friday, Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel sent a letter to healthcare providers saying the order has no bearing on Michigan law, which prohibits discrimination against people in a protected class. Well, California is hunkering down for a giant storm which could bring fresh misery to areas already devastated by wildfires. A weather system known as an atmospheric river is drenching the west coast. The rain is expected to intensify throughout the day. Southern California could get up to 6 inches of rain, bringing possible flash flooding and mudslides. Los Angeles is especially worried about burn scars from the recent wildfires, where there is very little vegetation to hold back debris. The mayor says the city is hoping for the best, but ready for the worst.
The fire department has pre-positioned swiftwater rescue and urban search and rescue teams, bulldozers, and other resources. DWP crews are activated to respond to power outages, and LAPD officers are checking on critical infrastructure and are ready to facilitate evacuations.
Crews have installed barriers and sandbags to protect homes, and hard-hit neighborhoods are under evacuation warnings. Well, as you can see, a shopping mall explosion caught on camera in Taiwan today. The blast killed 4 people and injured 26 others, according to officials. The explosion happened in the food court of an upscale mall. Officials are describing the blast as a gas explosion, but are still investigating what caused it to happen. Part of the mall was being renovated, but it is not clear if there's a connection. And in more international news, 3 people had to be rescued when a bus got stuck in a flooded river on Wednesday. Heavy rainfall caused the river to swell and wash over the banks. The bus was only carrying the driver and his wife and son. They were on their way to deliver food to workers and took a shortcut, leaving them suddenly stranded. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel issued a warning this week that scammers might try to take advantage of people this Valentine's Day. In the Romance Scams Consumer Alert, the AG says someone on a dating app might profess their love and claim they're in the military or working abroad as the reason they cannot meet in person. But officials say they could ask for a lot of money or gift cards. So some tips to avoid being scammed are to use a reverse image search to see if the person's picture has been used somewhere else online. Also, do not send them money and only communicate through an app and not your phone number. And another Valentine's Day warning, this one from the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. Officials say the holiday comes with potential dangers for pets, but there are ways to show them some love and keep them healthy at the same time. First, do not feed them chocolate or other candy. Many of them can be poisonous to animals. Certain kinds of flowers and plants can also be dangerous if animals eat them, so officials say make sure your pets do not get a hold of any bouquets you receive. Also, keep decorations like ribbons and balloons out of reach, and of course, keep them up to date on their vaccinations. Musician Zach Bryan will join John Mayer in a concert at Michigan Stadium in Ann Arbor. This is the first concert of its kind at the stadium ever, and it's scheduled for September 27th. Tickets, everybody, go on sale at 10 a.m. tomorrow, if you're interested. The University of Michigan Athletic Department says it's been studying how to manage a concert there for a few years, and they are excited to kick things off this fall. And swallowing up our first 6 minutes of news, take a look at this. A humpback whale suddenly appeared beneath a kayaker off the coast of Chile, and the kayaker disappears into its mouth whole. The whale released him almost immediately, and he was not hurt, but his father just happened to be recording him at the time and caught the whole thing on video. Experts say, Kendall, these kinds of things are extremely rare. He thought he was done for because he thought it was actually a killer whale. But it wasn't. It was a humpback whale, so he got lucky there. Just gone right in the mouth.
Either way, this is one of my worst fears.
Yeah.
Am I ever going to be in a situation where that's possible? No. It still keeps me awake at night.
Like I'm about knee deep high in the ocean, and that's as far as I feel comfortable.
Even
just
then.
because of stuff like that.
Yeah. Not very
You're
fun
on the
there.
shore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Building sandcastles in my happy place.
We're building snow stuff though here, Kendall.
Yeah, and there's a lot more snow on the way, so perfect snowman building conditions over this weekend, and we get a dry day in between to catch our breath.
All right, your full forecast with all the details right after the break, and then later, Bridget Jones fans, you have a new movie to get excited about, and the hit show Yellow Jackets is back for a new season. Those are just a couple of our popcorn picks. Stick around for that and much more. We'll be right back.